You know what the number one scam targeting seniors is right now in 2026? You probably think you do. Phone calls from fake IRS agents, pop-up windows screaming about computer viruses, maybe the old Nigerian prince email, right? That is what everyone pictures when they think of elder fraud. And 5 years ago, you would have been close. But you would be wrong today. Dead wrong. And that gap between what you think the threat is and what it actually is, that is exactly where scammers are making their money. The FBI released its Internet Crime Report for 2025 3 days ago. I spent an embarrassing amount of time reading through it. And the number one scam draining seniors' bank accounts is not what you expect. It is investment fraud, specifically something called pig butchering. And it stole $3.5 billion from Americans over 60 in a single year. Not million, billion. With a B. I personally think the name is the most disturbing part of this whole thing. The scammers call it pig butchering because that is exactly how they see their victims. You are the pig. They fatten you up with trust, with friendship, with fake profits, then they slaughter your bank account. That is not my metaphor. That is theirs. So how does a scam with a name that grotesque manage to steal more from seniors than every tech support scam, every romance scam, and every phishing email combined? Because it does not look like a scam. It looks like a friendship. It starts with a text message to your phone, something casual. Hey, are we still on for dinner tonight? You text back, sorry, wrong number. And just like that, you have opened the door. The person on the other end apologizes, starts chatting, and over the next few weeks, the stranger becomes someone you talk to every day. They are attractive, successful, kind. They ask about your grandchildren. They remember your late spouse's name. For anyone who lives alone, and millions of retirees do, this fills a void that is painfully real. I'm not going to sugarcoat this next part, because I think it is the detail that makes people the angriest. These scammers are trained professionals. Many of them work out of compounds in Southeast Asia. An estimated 300,000 people operate in these scam factories, and a lot of them are trafficking victims themselves, forced to defraud people at gunpoint. So the person texting you sweet messages might literally be a prisoner. This whole operation is rotten from the inside out. After a few weeks of daily conversation, your new friend casually mentions they have been doing well with cryptocurrency trading. They do not push. They just plant the seed. Eventually, you ask about it. They show you a trading platform. It looks legitimate. Professional charts, real-time data, account balances that update. You put in a few $100s to test it. It grows. You withdraw a small profit, and the money actually shows up in your bank account. That small withdrawal is the most expensive bait in the history of fraud, because now you trust the platform. Pay attention to this next detail because it explains everything. Once that trust is built, the requests get bigger. A few thousand becomes 10,000, then 50. Then the scammer says there is a limited time opportunity and you need to move fast. Victims have been documented selling their homes, cashing out their 401k accounts, draining every savings account they own. Barry May, a 62-year-old professional, sent over $500,000, his entire life savings, after being groomed through LinkedIn and WhatsApp. And when you finally try to pull your money out, the platform tells you that you owe taxes and processing fees before they can release your funds. You pay those too, hoping to recover your investment. Then the website goes dark. The person you have been talking to for months vanishes. The money, converted to cryptocurrency and laundered through overseas exchanges, is gone. The average senior victim of crypto investment fraud loses just under $200,000. That is not a typo, by the way. Total elder fraud losses in America went from $3.4 billion in 2023 to $4.9 billion in 2024 to $7.7 billion in 2025. That is a near doubling every single year. And it is accelerating because of artificial intelligence. Scammers can now clone your grandchild's voice using 3 seconds of audio pulled from an Instagram video or a TikTok. 3 seconds. Christine, an 86-year-old grandmother in Philadelphia, got a call from what she was certain was her granddaughter crying about a car accident. She recognized the voice immediately. She had known that voice since it was a baby's. She lost thousands. The voice was fake. And deepfake video fraud jumped 700% in early 2025, meaning scammers can now show you a live video call with a face that does not belong to a real person. If you are watching this and feeling scared, good. Hold on to that feeling for about 30 more seconds because I am about to make it useful. If this is helping you see the threat clearly, hit subscribe. I cover scams targeting seniors every single week so you are never caught off guard. Every single version of this scam, whether it is pig butchering, the Phantom Hacker tech support scheme, or an AI voice clone of your grandson, shares 3 red flags. Memorize these. Write them on a sticky note and put it by your phone. Red flag number 1. They tell you to keep it a secret. Those exact words, or some version of them. Do not tell your family about this investment. Do not discuss this with your bank. Keep this between us. No legitimate financial institution, no real government agency, and no honest person will ever ask you to hide a financial decision from the people you trust. Secrecy is oxygen for a scammer. Cut it off and they suffocate. Red flag number 2. They want payment through unusual methods. Gift cards, cryptocurrency, wire transfers to accounts you have never heard of, cash stuffed in an envelope, gold bars delivered to a parking lot. I wish I were making that last one up, but a 65-year-old woman in Silver Spring, Maryland, handed over $789,000 in gold bars at a Walgreens. Twice. If the payment method feels weird, it is a scam. The government will never ask you to pay in Bitcoin. Red flag number 3. They manufacture urgency. Your account is compromised right now. This investment window closes today. You will be arrested if you do not act immediately. Every single one of these is a lie designed to stop you from doing the one thing that destroys every scam. Pausing. And that brings me to the one sentence that kills any scam call dead. Memorize this. Say it out loud right now so it sticks. I need to check with my son first. I will call you back. Then hang up. Do not call back. Do not use a number they gave you. Look up the real number on your bank statement, on the back of your credit card, or on the company's actual website. A legitimate caller will say, "Of course, take your time." A scammer will panic, pressure, or threaten. And that panic is your confirmation. Save 2 numbers in your phone today. The AARP Fraud Watch Helpline, 877-908-3360. And the National Elder Fraud Hotline, 833-37-28311. Both are free. Both are staffed by people who have heard every version of this and will walk you through what to do next. I want to leave you with one number that should make all of this feel urgent. The FBI launched a program called Operation Level Up that proactively contacts people they identify as active scam victims. They found that 77% of the people they reached had no idea they were being scammed. 77%. The person sitting next to you at church, the neighbor you wave to every morning, your own parent, could be in the middle of losing everything right now and not know it. Share this video with them. It might be the most important 10 minutes of their year. YouTube thinks you'll like this video, so click it. And if you made it to the end, subscribe.